Hello everybody! Today I am going to be going over our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, Unique's 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. So that's these two tubes here. So if you haven't heard of them before, it's a tube system thing where they have a transplanting gel and fibers so that it actually extends your lashes, right? So before I get started, I'm pretty much all set. I'm just going to do the demo on the lashes. I have the rest of my face already done. I did my brows with our brow palette and our liner shader brush. I always forget what they call it. I don't know why. Double-ended brush here. Did my brows and my shadow. My eyeshadow is our Addiction Shadow Palette number 1. And the lipstick is our matte liquid lipstick, Splash liquid lipstick in Sentimental. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, I'm just going to dive into it here. So first thing you do is you open both tubes. And you kind of hold them in your hands like this. And you hold both tubes. So, like I said, you got the two tubes. So the taller one is going to be your transplanting gel and the shorter one is going to be your fibers. So gel, honestly, is kind of just like a black mascara, just a little bit stickier and thicker so that the fibers will stick. Now you have to bear with me because I'm doing this in the camera. So I like to get real nice and close to my lash line. Oh yeah, and I have our eyeliner on in Perfect also, which is like a black. So I like to get nice and close. And I do like a little wiggle. And you see I touched my lid there with the gel. Stay tuned. Okay, so as soon as we put the gel on, we're going to do this kind of like one eye at a time, sort of. So we do the gel, and immediately while it's still wet, which the fibers look like this, and then I'll just kind of like roll it on my hand a little bit, because sometimes there's like big gobbers of fibers, and they like come off in gobs. So if you just kind of like gently, you don't push, but gently kind of nudge them on there. So if you want length, you're just going to kind of pull out real quick. If you want more volume though, which is what I do, I kind of go close to the lash line and pull out. Now, contrary to a lot of rumors, these fibers will not get embedded in your eye. This mascara is actually ophthalmologist approved. So if you have contacts like I do, it's not a big deal. I've literally put this stuff on in a rush one morning and had gob of fibers get in my eye and get behind my contact. It did not hurt, honestly. I just, took my contact out, rinsed it out, got it out, so it will not harm your eyes whatsoever. Okay, so I'm doing one eye so you can see a before and after. But that would be your step 1. So you do your gel and then your fibers. And then you would go to your other eye and do your gel and your fibers. So that kind of gives this side, and then I just have a couple little fibers here. There we go. So that would just kind of give, oh, see that? Right there? See, I didn't even feel it. Here we go. Out. Gone. So that would just give this side kind of like a hot second for the gel to start to dry and really like adhere those fibers. Because if you immediately went back over it with your gel for your sealing coat, then that would be where you get like your biggest complaints, where the fibers fall out on your cheeks all day long and all that kind of stuff. So you're just going to let it sit for a second and go do your other eye the same way you just did this one. So the gel to make it sticky, and then stick your fibers to it, and then go do your other eye. Now I've given this a second, so I'm going to go back to this one with my gel and seal them babies right in. Now with the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, it's a little bit different than using another kind of mascara. Not only because it has the whole fiber system thing, but because, I don't know about you, but when you do your mascara, you just like coat and coat and coat and coat and coat and coat and coat to get more and more results. And honestly, with this stuff, the more coating you do, the more like gobby it looks. So less is actually more. So you see I'm not dipping this back in there, but I'm just kind of like going through with the brush and like separating a little bit. Now, I don't know about you, but my lashes forever on this side always gob together. So here's what I do. So that's my coat. So you saw I kind of went on the top and underneath just to kind of seal those in and pull them through. And then, so you got different options here. I'll put these down because I'm kind of done with these for now. So you got options. We have our lash comb brow brush, which you could take the comb and just kind of comb them through. I do that sometimes, but my only thing with that is usually there's only a couple that I'm trying to separate. So this is what I do. These, you can literally go to the dollar store and get a pack of like 20 of them. And I find that the bristles are softer than using the comb so that you can kind of get in there. So like, say they look too stuck together, you kind of just go through and like touch it at the base and kind of wiggle and pull them apart a little bit. You do want to be careful though. You don't want to go brushing through too much. Otherwise you're going to brush all those fibers out and you're going to have to start all over again. But then it's not the same because you still have mascara on your lashes. It's a hot mess. So you can kind of do one of these, which works for the most part for me. So you see that pulled most of them apart. Now over here I still have some. So this is another thing I do. I've seen people use like a pin too, but I don't know why a pin freaks me out. So I'll take my scissors and hold it this way. Or not my scissors, God, my tweezers. And just kind of like run it through in between and just pull them apart. And this one, I don't like to leave there because that looks wonky. So I just kind of pull the fibers off of it. Feel like I can see every pore of my skin this morning. I don't know what's going on with this one right here. Okay, there we go. And also what you can do, which I did not hook up my dryer, my hair dryer in the living room, but if you were to take your hair dryer and kind of just gently blow up on them, it'll actually cause the fibers to curl, so you can get more curl out of it. And then I just take just the transmitting gel. I do not put the fibers on my bottom lashes because it looks crazy. And I just literally go through and touch. So there we go. So it's on. Now back to this where I touch this and I have a little bit of fibers, right? You take a clean tissue, or you can take a Q-tip. I use a Q-tip a lot of times, but I'm not in my bathroom. And so long as your gel's dry, so like I just put the gel on the bottom, I'm not going to like run my tissue through here yet. This is dry. And it just wipes off, like it's not even there. And you notice it didn't even take my eyeshadow off. So the trick is, if you do get it on yourself, do not try to wipe it off immediately. Just leave it, finish your lashes, and then go back and clean up. Because otherwise you will smear it everywhere. But if it's dry, it will just clean right up. I think I still see a piece of the fiber. See, this is what I'm saying, like you don't even see it, but it won't embed in your eye, I promise. I've been using this stuff for about 2 years with contacts. I very rarely ever wear my glasses, in all honesty. Okay, so there we go. There's your before and after of our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, post, let me know what you think. That's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.